Well, this is Steve, and I'm here with Dan O'Connell. Dan, we appreciate your time today.
Happy to be here.
And you're with Visit Fort Wayne, the president of Visit Fort Wayne.
Yes.
And you had an exciting announcement today.
We did. For the first time in the history of the state, the Indiana Democratic Party has chosen Fort Wayne as their site for their state convention. That'll occur in June of 2012. And the other significance of that, Steve, is the fact that this is a gubernatorial year. We elect a new governor, and it's a presidential election. So not only will we have the media exposure of having this convention in our city and the state, there's a possibility of having some national exposure if one of those Democratic presidential candidates would like to gather those votes from those delegates to his cause. So he could be there too. So it's a good opportunity for Fort Wayne both statewide and nationally.
Economically, you were talking about some numbers, number of people attending, and the dollar impact that you think that'll have.
Yeah, it's a big convention. It's 2,000 to 2,500 people. They'll be leaving somewhere between $350,000 to $400,000 in their state as they come in and stay overnight. About 25% of them stay overnight on Friday night. They have all their business meetings, and another 25% are the same will stay on Saturday night. So that kind of lodging, dining, and certainly entertainment that goes on during the political conventions is a reason that this is an economic boom for our city as well. They'll use two primary hotels downtown, but they'll be overflowing a lot of economy-priced hotels and other ones on the interstate sites. We're hoping to organize a Tin Caps game the night before, so there's some fun. We'll be encouraging them to bring your families along, go to the children's zoo, and then maybe take in some of the other sites of our city. So it's really an opportunity for Fort Wayne to showcase the whole community to many other state people in this time.
One of the things also that was talked about was the number of conventions that we've been able to bring to Fort Wayne that normally don't make it outside Indianapolis.
Well, this is one of the largest and most prestigious to get for any city to get it, but we've had a good track record of late. We've attracted 5 different conventions out of Indianapolis who've traditionally met there, and a couple of them never moved out of the city of Indianapolis. And so we've attracted the Indiana Music Educators, who've come at the end of January, about 3,000 of those people. The Indiana Farm Bureau, a very large insurance company in our state, for the first time held their conference last year here in Fort Wayne. And just last March and again this March, we're hosting the girls' state basketball tournament, which has always been in Indianapolis for 100 years, have come to Fort Wayne. And there's another group too, like Cities and Towns. That means our city is able to host these major state events in the city's second largest city. So we think we're kind of acting like the second largest city of Indiana should be, even though we're geographically up in the corner, by hosting these state conventions and state tournaments and state championships. And it was able to happen because we invested in downtown. We built a larger convention center that has the size and amenities like the new Courtyard Hotel to do that. And if we hadn't done that, we still would be being passed by in Indianapolis kind of in a lock, kind of a headlock and all some of those groups.
And we thought you mentioned 2,000 to 2,500 people possibly. Do you have any idea what size we can go up to as far as conventions here in Fort Wayne?
At the convention center, we're really good at 3,000 to 4,000 people. If it gets beyond that, you start having a lot of room and movement problems. And that usually uses 4 to 5 hotels. Usually the groups around 2,000 are a really good fit for us. But our city has hosted groups of 10,000. If you look at the size of the Goldwing Convention that was here a few years ago, and they're coming back, that's 10,000 people over a week's time. This summer, we're hosting a group of 7,000 people. The U.S. roller skates, inline skating for speed skating and figure skating, their national championships will be at the Coliseum this summer. And there's also sometimes soccer tournaments and the stuff at Spies Field House that are 1,500 to 1,000 people, and those have to drive everybody into our community. So conventions are one version, and 2,000 to 3,000 is a good-sized convention for us. But we've had larger groups meet in our city.
One of the things in the press release that talks about the fact that the work on this inside the party kind of started back in February of this year. But really, the story goes back even farther than that, doesn't it?
Visit Fort Wayne is charged with the assignment of getting more people to come to our city, guests, visitors. And sometimes that's tourists and sometimes it's convention. We're working that all the time. And when the opportunity came to us that the Democratic Convention had an opportunity to move out of Indianapolis, we jumped on it. So we met with Mayor Henry's staff and himself, and he went down and personally lobbied at the state central committee that they consider us. And then they took a vote at their convention last year to just move the convention someplace. And that was the first step that we were able to nudge the association along to choosing Fort Wayne. Then the real work began to compete with other cities, and including Indianapolis and South Bend and Fort Wayne, and we won out. But yeah, that's what we do. We work with local citizens who kind of open that door for us to show what we have, and we use that opportunity to showcase our community and work with that local person or chapter, in this case the mayor, to demonstrate how we can pull this off.
And if we pull back even out of 2010 and look at the last 10 years, the last 15, 20 years downtown, and Blueprint Plus and some of the things, I mean, the foundation for this wasn't just done yesterday.
No, it's been coming a long time. The convention center, as it is today, took 10 years of planning to make that come to fruition. 5 years of planning and 2 years of construction, and now we're been open for about 4 years. The addition of the second hotel was 5 years in planning as well. The ballpark was rather on a fast pace. It happened in 2 years, but it was always envisioned that if you're going to have a convention city, you've got to have amenities close to the convention center, because delegates are finicky, and that's what the competitive set has, is walking line of sight stuff. So for the Blueprint Plus plan to kind of lay the basic groundwork, it's taken us 10 years to get us a complete package. And I think also that it's kind of the other elements are coming together as well. The library includes its plaza. When it expanded, the Calhoun Street corridor was turned into a two-way street. There's been more signage put up to make getting and around downtown, traversing it better. And now all those things add to the fact that we're a good destination, a destination city that as residents we can take pride in, but also as a business opportunity for us to compete with other cities, have people come here and spend their money.
Sure. Anything else you'd like to add, Dan?
Visit Fort Wayne.
Visit Fort Wayne. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Steve.